It sounds almost like a fairy tale, but a year and a day ago, we viewed the Kashina for the first time. For Bertus, it was love at first sight. For me, it took a little bit longer to learn to really love her. She had so much character, endless possibilities, and ticked off many of our boxes. But she was also intimidatingly huge and out of our budget. Her high vaulted ceilings, dramatic views, and stately symmetry, they wouldn't let us go. She kept us awake at night, restless and unable to commit to other houses. She asked us to take a big leap out of our comfort zone, to be bold, to follow our curiosity instead of our fears. And so today, we are here. Moving day. The moment we've been living towards for 12 months now. On July 13 and 14, 2023, 2 vans, 1 horse trailer, and 1 car are leaving from the Netherlands and Belgium to drive the 1,200 kilometers to northern Italy. The total weight of our freight, 3,300 kilograms. We contemplated hiring a company to take care of the move, but didn't regret doing it all ourselves one bit. It felt like an adventure, despite, and probably also because, of some administrative bumps in the road with the rental vans. We needed to find 1 replacement van very last minute, and the Belgian rental company booked us in for a day later than planned. Anyway, we had more freedom and flexibility this way, and we saved quite a bit. We don't necessarily recommend moving with a lot of stuff. but parting with family heirlooms is definitely not our strong suit. The first piece of furniture to find a spot in the house is a pine kitchen cupboard that once belonged to Bertha's great-grandmother. Everything that we brought either tells a story, is waiting to finally find a place to shine, or is genuinely useful. We left all the replaceable stuff behind.
Lieve kijkers, we wachten nog even op een karretje. Wat? You're coming with me! Waar gaan we?
Je mag naar boven denken, dus nachtkastje.
Fijn, hè? Wel vet, hè? De kapel geloof ik eigenlijk ook wel. Dat zal wel, ja. Ja, maar... Het staat allemaal binnen. Ja. Nu heeft iedereen rustig de tijd om alles op zijn juiste plek te zetten. Dus kan daar overal in?
Ja.
Dan kom ik nu nog aan.
Die sticker moet dan nog wel vervangen worden natuurlijk.
Ja. Ja. Ben je nou aan het filmen? Krijg ik een bergcommentaar dat ik het niet goed doe, zeker?
Precies.
Lachen.
Handig. Zo ook.
Ja. Ja. Wat zei je?
Ja, van die schuifel, de opening, daar ben ik niet voor.
Ik denk
Ja.
dat als je die latjes aan de binnenkant even weghaalt, die op de bodem liggen,
Ja.
dat die dan magisch erbij wel past. Dan doen we...
Ja.
Haha, kijk nou!
Yes.
Woe! Hey, komt zoals het shitje ging. Hey, doe! Lekker man. Bert is water, lekker.
Oh!
Hoi zus! Ik was even een boom aan het omhakken.
En dan kwamen we weer samen op de snelweg en kwamen we tegelijkertijd aan bij het hotel en zij stappen zo uit.
Een klinkje op het, op het slaan.
Oh my god!
Nou, we klinken op het slaan, de slaafste van de operatie. Ja, nee, want het is, blijft er altijd. Worden wij nu gefilmd? Nee.
Ja, heel drie maar ja, nog een beetje. Ah ja, dat is wel. En dan gaat dat... Ja. Let me finally take you for a visit inside the chapel. It's really small, just big enough for about 6 chairs. The walls are bare natural stone, and if they were ever plastered, all traces of that are gone. The roof is maybe our favorite part, constructed in the traditional Piemontese way with wood and a thick layer of slate. After another morning of unpacking, we're felling a few tall acacia trees that have been dead for quite some time and moving the firewood into the shed.
Nu ook wel zien dat we hem niet overladen, want je weet.
Ja, maar hoor, die kan nog wel wat hebben.
Dat is iets wat handiger dan met de kruiwagen natuurlijk.
Dan moet je het bewaren, glitter en vlot naar buiten.
It feels good to know that they can no longer fall on top of the winery and that the native oaks and chestnuts get more space to grow strong.
de boom 5 en 6 waren, of 6 of 7.
Zoveel al?
Ja, die lange zo.
die kunnen we later doen, ja.
I'd like to take a few minutes today to answer a question that has come up a few times in our comment section, as it really fits the spirit of this episode. Were you afraid to take this leap, or is it something you've always felt you had to do? So there were times, of course, moving to a foreign country and learning a new language and making yourself at home in a completely new environment, and all the challenges that come with it have been intimidating at times, but we've also always felt that it was an adventure that we wanted to take on. I think my advice for anyone who has a similar dream is to keep making it happen one step at a time, just honoring the dream. And because it's really easy to kind of shove your dreams aside as being naive and irresponsible, and that's not real life, like all these stories that we often have. And my advice is, please do not discount your dreams. Just honor them in whatever way feels possible at the time, whether it's saving up money, whether it's doing research, whether it's exploring where you want to go, travel to the countries that you would want to consider living in, make yourself familiar with the culture, maybe learn a new language. You know, there's like a lot of different ways that can help you keep the dream alive and that can help you move closer to it, that don't require immediately having money, having made all the decisions, having figured it all out, and buying the property somewhere. For us, there were many steps in this whole process that allowed us to prepare for taking the final big step. And it was a process of, I think, 15 years or thereabouts. That doesn't mean that it has to take everybody that amount of time. It depends on a lot of factors. It depends on other dreams that you maybe still have that you want to fulfill too. This is how we did it. We took our time to prepare and to feel into if this was the right thing for us. Take the amount of time that you need. Don't rush yourself, and when you haven't achieved the end goal in a set amount of time that you have in your mind as like that's how it should be, don't take that as a sign that it's not happening, because it is. Tree number 10 or more, we lost count of the day. The wild fig that was damaging the winery roof and barricading the footpath next to it.